about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From just shy of midfield, Locke, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down, Atlanta.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's complete to Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This complete to Jones. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Miller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Ready, ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it, and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go. 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Max Williams, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Go now. 18.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Slayton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Come on, set. 91.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
54, Mike, 54, no chance.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Locke. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I got it.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke. And this one completes a read. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Go to 50, plant.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
You.
Five.
On 2nd and 1, Locke escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there at a Falcon first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Completes it to Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
It's a party now.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Quit talking about it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Play action. It's Jackson.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the run, it's Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Let's go. 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson now to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Max Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. And Jackson throwing once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You draw Corker.
Now this time Locke will throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Right. 58. Exit. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Garcon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check safety. Check safety.
Throwing again. Jackson. Complete to Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Ready? Check right. Watch it, you find. It's a party now.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
To throw is Jackson. This is caught by Williams. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Take me out. Here we go. Hit it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Throwing now is Locke. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I got you.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Jackson now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
To throw again. Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Pick it up! Pick it up!
Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Mike, 54.
Play action. Now it's locked. And this one complete to Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On first down, Locke. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go. Ready?
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Clock now to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A lot going to throw it here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
and nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
he'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over?
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
she's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Play action. It's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
56.
There's Jackson on third and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Let's go, D. Watch the flag. Hey, Foxtrot. Snap.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Caught on the right side, Reed. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
You better be afraid of me. Five.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to